Shreyashi and I'm a PhD candidate at the Department of Biochemistry at Memorial University of Newfoundland, working with Dr. Mark Berry on studying protein biochemistry.
Hi, my name is Modeline Longjohn. I'm a PhD candidate in the Department of Biochemistry. I'm working with Dr. Sherry Christian, and the focus of my research is on extracellular vesicles in B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
So here we have a presentation for you where we will be introducing you to the world of biochemistry. So what is biochemistry? Biochemistry is a branch of science that studies the chemical interactions taking place in living organisms. So, biochemistry is both a chemical science and life science, studying chemical interactions taking place in living organisms. It helps us understand many things as to how different reactions take place in our body, how different compounds or different components that go into our body that we feed ourselves, how they transport within our body, how they get transported within our body, and how they're metabolized in our body. So basically, how the body works, how disease starts, how disease progress, and how living organisms grow. So, this particular concept of biochemistry is something that is very interesting, and I will ask Modeline to introduce you to genetics.
Hi guys, I'm very excited to introduce you to one of the branches of biochemistry. So biochemistry has many different branches. So you know how there's you, but you have 10 fingers, right? If biochemistry was a person, it has multiple fingers, and one of the fingers or one of the branches of biochemistry is actually genetics. And so what exactly is genetics? Genetics is the study of genes and heredity. So what do I mean by genes and heredity? Genes are information. So you know how information is very important. Like you have something to tell someone, you have to find a nice way to tell them, to pass the right information to them. Yeah, right? That's what genes are. Genes are the body's own information storage. So information that tells you, make this person's eye blue, make this person's limbs long, make this person, well, not so short or not so tall, all of these different information that are carried in a person, right? And the passing down of these information from parents to offspring is heredity. So genes are the information. Heredity is the passing down of this information that determines characteristics. So characteristics, like I've already talked about a bit, is things like eye color, things like height, things like for animals, things like the coat, well, for or lack of it, and then for humans, skin tone, length of hair, thickness of the hair, all of these are different characteristics that are regulated by these genes. Okay, so genetics is a very exciting branch of biochemistry. So if you look at the image on the left, it's showing you something called the DNA double helix. So if you're ever interested in genetics, go on Google, type DNA double helix. It's going to show you this more information about what DNA looks like, right? So it's been studied using different techniques and different processes over the years, and they were able to discover that these genes, DNA, this is how DNA looks, right? Double helix. There are different forms of it, but this is just one form. Okay, so that's what genetics is. And so um, again, molecular biology. Molecular biology is studying these different interactions between different molecules, right? Different biomolecules. So specifically for these sessions, there will be an exciting experiment for you to do, or an exciting exercise for you to do, and it's going to be about determining fingerprints, right? Fingerprinting. So fingerprints are very, very unique characteristics. No two people have exactly the same fingerprint pattern, right? So you're going to do some experiment to try and determine unique fingerprint pattern. And then you will have the instructions for this, and it's a very exciting experiment to try out. I hope you really enjoy it, and that's it from me.
So that's it for the introduction on biochemistry. I hope we both hope that you had fun learning about biochemistry. With that, we wish you all the best with the activities that you will be performing, and good luck. Bye bye.
Hello guys, I'm back. This time to talk about another exciting experiment that has to do with genetics and biochemistry. In this case, we're going to be checking your fingerprints. Right. Fingerprints are very interesting. Um, they're interesting because every person in this world has their own unique pattern, right? So even if you were an identical twin, you wouldn't have fingerprint exactly the same as your identical twin, right? So today, what we want to do is we want to see the type of the pattern of your fingerprint. So there are three main patterns. There's the arches, there are loops, and there are whorls as well. And these patterns are different. Even within these three groups, so the arches, loops, and whorls, there are different subgroups of fingerprint pattern. So I'm so excited to see the pattern that I have on my finger, and I think you should be excited too. So for this experiment, this is pretty simple, and all you need is two things. You need an ink pad, and you need a balloon, a clear balloon that will let you see the difference, okay? So for this, you take the ink pad, open this up, make sure you ink your thumb nicely, okay? And then you take that and you put that on the balloon. Okay, so that's nice. And now we're going to blow the balloon and see what the fingerprint looks like. Okay, so you can see that I blew my balloon up a bit, and you can see the nice clear fingerprint. So if you look at the previous introduction we would have given you about the different types of fingerprint, this actually looks like a wall, right? So a wall, not just any odd one, but a plain wall based on the pattern. So see the pattern in the middle? So that's my fingerprint pattern. So what's your fingerprint pattern? Try this experiment and let us know what you get. So good luck and have fun.